Hey, are you looking to start out March on the right foot? Well, this week we've got some massive discounts from two iconic Japanese studios, as well as deals on some of Xbox's best rated titles. This video is brought to you by Shazam! Fury of the Gods. We'll start off with the Capcom sale and an absolute beast of a game, Monster Hunter Rise. Having arrived freshly onto Xbox Game Pass just recently, you can expect to find plenty of people getting in on the monster hunting action in this acclaimed action RPG, which means you'll have plenty of people to team up with if you're looking for a bit of co-op gaming. Whether you party up or go it solo, Monster Hunter Rise is filled with unforgettable encounters with stunning, gigantic creatures, plus a huge variety of weapons and ways that you can take them down. So find yourself some armor, pick up a weapon, and grab Monster Hunter Rise for half price in this week's sale. In the interest of fairness, we also have to include a game where a monster hunts you. And since Resident Evil 4 is set to be one of this month's biggest releases, what better time to grab this beautifully remade version of the third game?
Resident Evil 3 sees Jill Valentine trying to make it out of a T-virus ravaged city. If she can hunt down a vaccine on the way, then great, but honestly, if she can just avoid getting squished like a grape by the walking bioweapon known as Nemesis, I'm willing to call that a win. This remake was already looking pretty suave, but thanks to last year's next-gen update, it now lets you run for your life in up to 120 FPS on Xbox Series X and S. Really makes those moments of blind terror feel a whole lot smoother. Grab it out of this week's sale for a humongous 75% off. But next up, we'll check out some highlights from this week's best rated sale, although honestly, you can't really go wrong here.
Control puts you in the shoes of a woman named Jessie Faden while she is having an extremely weird day. Not only has she discovered that the Federal Bureau of Control is a thing, or that it has been investigating all sorts of supernatural occurrences for decades, perhaps including the one that led to her brother's disappearance. But she's also told that she will now be in charge of the whole operation as a new otherworldly threat appears to threaten life as we know it. It's a lot. In fact, with the Ultimate Edition, it's more than a lot since you'll get the main adventure plus both of the game's DLC expansions. All that weirdness for 70% off? How could you possibly say no? Okay, this next game is actually one of my favourite horror games of all time. It's so good. You might be playing as a psychiatrist in Inside Mind, but don't expect this ED horror title to be one bit therapeutic. Over the course of this psychological adventure, you'll be using the recordings of your therapy sessions with various patients to travel into the mental realm where the root of their problems lie. It's kind of like Psychonauts, but very, very, very scary.
Oh, I like the sound of that. But if you can steel your nerves enough to explore these inner worlds, you'll find a game that's bursting with spooky atmosphere, ingenious puzzles, and some truly thrilling boss fights. And hey, who knows, maybe you'll even learn a thing or two about the life of the mind. Either way, you can pick in Sound Mind Up in this week's sale for 85% off. In the true spirit of LEGO, the Skywalker Saga doesn't just add a new lick of paint to this beloved series, it totally rebuilds it. Gone are the days of button mashing your way through scores of droids and stormtroopers. You'll now be able to shoot with precision thanks to the over-the-shoulder aim, while all of your favourite Jedi can rack up combos with the elegant new melee system. And once you've mastered the basics, there are great big class-specific skill trees for you to work your way through until you feel that unlimited power that the Emperor was so excited about.
Basically, it's the LEGO Star Wars experience you know and love, but bigger and better than ever before. Grab it out of the Xbox Game Pass library now or take advantage of this week's 60% discount. If you're looking for a game where what you see is what you get, then you should feast your eyes on Superliminal. This brain-bending puzzle game takes place in a dream world where the line between perception and reality has gone a bit wonky. The result is a realm where you can shift the sizes, shapes, and distances between physical objects just by looking at them from a different perspective.
Whatever angle you're looking from though, Superliminal is a lovely looking game on the Xbox Series X and S with a smooth 60 FPS frame rate and smart delivery to ensure that you'll always have access to the best version of the game. And no, your eyes do not deceive you, it really is half price in this week's sale. Tango Gameworks blew us all away with the surprise drop of their musical beat-em-up Hi-Fi Rush, but they first hit the charts with a creepy little number called The Evil Within. After being called out to investigate a mass murder, Detective Sebastian Castellanos finds his evening taking an even grimmer turn than expected when he's sucked into a nightmarish realm populated by chainsaw-wielding monster men and other decidedly not great things.
So if you want to live to see another day, you'll need to grab everything in sight, craft like your life depends on it, and make sure those shots count. The Evil Within is 75% off in this week's best rated sale, while its sequel, and Hi-Fi Rush are also all available on Xbox Game Pass. When mysterious mutants start raining from the sky and trying to eat all of our brains, the only sensible plan of action is to send a bunch of teenagers with psychic powers to beat them up. That's public safety 101 really. And it's also the plot of a pretty sweet action RPG called Scarlet Nexus. Playing as two of the aforementioned psycho teens, you'll lead your squad into battle and learn to use your abilities in all sorts of creative ways to bar those bad guys.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun, and the game looks incredible in motion with an anime art style that is just crying out for some 60 FPS Xbox Series X and S love. Oh yeah, and with the Ultimate Edition, you'll also get a whole mess of cosmetic options and power-ups to get your team truly ready for battle. Oh, and it's also 75% off too. Even better. There's never been a game quite like Katamari Damacy. Unless, of course, you count Katamari Damacy Reroll, which is exactly like that game, only prettied up with some lovely new HD graphics. The goal here is simple. Roll stuff up to make your Katamari bigger, and then use it to roll even bigger stuff up. Keep going until you're sweeping up entire buildings into a single chaotic ball.
Why are you doing this? There are reasons involving the king of all cosmos and some broken constellations, but the real reason is that it's incredibly fun. Especially when the whole thing looks this vibrant and the music is this infectiously good. So roll on, my friend, and scoop up Katamari Damacy Roll for 75% off in this week's Bandai Namco sale. The Straw Hats have also tumbled into this week's Bandai Namco sale, with One Piece Odyssey now so cheap it's almost piracy. Released just this year to celebrate the series' 25th anniversary, Odyssey is a good old-fashioned turn-based RPG where Luffy and his friends are on a quest to regain their powers. Expect lots of exuberant battles, dramatic encounters, and seafaring shenanigans along the way.
Yeah, and longtime fans will especially enjoy the way Odyssey calls back to and remixes classic moments from the show, while newcomers are in for a whirlwind introduction to the wild, weird world of One Piece. Either way, a good time is all but guaranteed, and the game's now 30% off. With Capcom, Bandai Namco, and a host of beloved games in tow, there's just no way this week's sale is going to let you down.
This video was brought to you by DC's latest electrifying movie where one word can change everything. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. In this epic film, Shazam and his souped-up family are in for the fight of their lives to save their superpowers, their lives, and the fate of everybody on the planet. No pressure then. Don't miss Shazam! Fury of the Gods once it hits cinemas on March 17th.
A lot has changed in the last few years. The wizard gave me superpowers. Shazam!
Did I just save you while you were listening to this song?
We are at war.
I just threw a truck at a dragon.
Introducing the star of our show. His name is Shazam!
Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Rated PG-13, March 17th.
Hit the comments to let us know which deals you'll be taking advantage of, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell before you go. Bye!